Now, when you're rebuilding a deck, if you have trouble getting the gaskets in, it's typically because you haven't cleaned the groove thoroughly. If you clean out all the old glue and old gasket material, they'll roll right in just as easy as these are doing for DJ. Now what he'll do is put the corner seals on, and he'll be done with the bottom of the deck. Okay, we're going to use a fast drying adhesive on the gum rubber gaskets. And with the 4 gaskets in place, this gives us 100% seal around the material contact side of the sifter, and you'll get absolutely no leakage. For those of you that have had sifters for 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 years, if you experience material blowing out of the sifter, it's typically because the gaskets have not been replaced or the airlock is worn and you're pressurizing the sifter. The sifter is not designed to hold pressure, and if you're not going to change out your airlock, what we recommend you do is put another flange on the top cover of the sifter and put a relief bag on top of the sifter to simply vent out the air that's being discharged from the airlock into the sifter. This takes the positive pressure off the sifter. And he'll put the last gasket on here and then turn the deck upright and put the tail seal on, which will be the final seal on the sifter. There's no silicone used. If you use silicone to fix the gaskets, as soon as you take it apart and put it back together, the silicone won't match up in the same spot, and it creates a worse leak than you had to start with. And what we're going to do now is just cut 2 little notches on the end of the gasket to fit under those screws we were talking about earlier that hold the insert frame in. And he'll once again put the glue on the gasket and the surface of the sifter. And he'll put the gasket in place. And that basically completes the gasketing of the deck. Some decks are gasketed differently. We have instructions if you have a special sifter. The 2 1/4 no pan that sits directly on top of the hopper does not have a screen below it, so it takes only the plain seals on all the sides. And these decks will be stacked, screens put in them, and the sifter will be ready to go. This concludes the video on rebuilding, building, shimming, and gasketing the CS1 sifter. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at 1-800-367-3591. Our fax is 813-991-9700. Our emergency number is 813-334-1087. Or feel free to visit us on the web at sifterparts.com, where we have all the parts broken out so you can get a visual look or print out a copy of the part sheets and operating instructions for the sifter. Thank you very much.